What's going on, family? Gray Rizzy, we out here right now. Shade 45. It's another grind setters. And you know what? I hear you, ladies. I hear you a lot. Sometimes you be like, yo, why you got all the rapping dudes up there? But I mean, it's Shade 45. I mean, that would be one of the reasons why. But I understand why you want to vibrate a little higher. I understand why you want to raise the frequency up here. And I got the perfect person for all of that. I want to welcome Dynasty to our showroom, our studio up here in Shade 45. Welcome to New York City as well.
Thank you. I'm so grateful to be here. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. Now, Dynasty, here's the thing. I don't want to assume, this is the reason why I'm going to ask you the question. Where are you from? You're not from New York City.
No, I'm not.
Okay.
I'm originally from the Bay, but LA is like home. So I would say I resonate more with LA. But growing up, I was in the Bay Area.
Copy.
Yeah.
So shout out to everybody out there in Oaktown, right?
Yes.
It's funny that, and I hope you don't mind me saying this, one of my first impressions of the Bay, shout out to my brother, Mr. Fab, of course, shout out to my big brother, Sway, who you could catch here on Shade 45, opening up the mornings, 8 a.m. on the East, 5 o'clock out there on the West Coast. But one of the first times I went to the Bay, the energy that I got was very much of what you bring. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Very vibrational, very good vibes, positivity.
Yes.
And I remember the reason why I was out in the basement is it was a young lady. I'll be honest. I met a young lady on a trip. She was like, I live on the West Coast. All right, I'll be there. I'll come out there, right? She put me on to Guapale.
Oh, yes, Guapale.
And it was the first time I ever heard Closer. And this was years ago. But your vibe is very much that to me, you know, and what I'm hearing. And I'm one of those types of people, and I want to get your opinion about this. I'm one of those types of people. Comparison makes people feel a little bit closer to things. Like, all right, if I kind of know what this is, let me listen more, because if I had a good experience with this right here, I feel like I could have a good experience with this. That's how I feel about your music. But how do you feel about me saying that to you? Is that a good comparison?
Yes, I can see that because we're kind of earthy, kind of in the chill zone, and we're like laid back. We kind of have like this free spirit hippie vibe.
Yes.
You know? So I can see that for sure.
Well, what brought you even to the creativity, to be creative enough to do music? What brought you into music?
Well, I've always had a passion for music, and I always love music in all genres. So I write in all genres, and I do music in all genres. I can't stay in one lane. So for me, it's just divine creation from God. Yeah.
Yeah. You know, not everybody is good at it, but I could tell you the music that I've heard so far, I'm like, yes, I want to hear more. I definitely want to hear more. Who were some of your, early inspirations?
I am definitely a Janet and a Michael fan, of course.
Jackson.
Yeah, Jackson. Yeah.
Not
the creativity.
Not Janet Jeffries and Michael Simpson. We talk about the Jacksons up here, right?
Yes, exactly. Because they're so versatile and they can go in all genres and they're timeless. So I have a big influence in loving their passion for music. Yeah.
Copy. All right. Is there one Janet Jackson song in particular that stands out to you?
Not particularly, because there's so many.
Yeah,
there's a lot.
It's like choosing your kids. Like, what's your favorite child? You'd be like, I like them all. Another thing for me, I think one of my first CDs was Janet Jackson's Rhythm Nation.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I had two first CDs, and I know we on the hip hop channel, Sean. It's Eminem, Shade 45, right? So the other CD was the Jungle Brothers, Forces of Nature. So just so before motherfuckers start hitting me up like, yo, that's crazy, you R&B up here? No, I mean, I'm both. I'm eclectic. And I like all types of music. This is what I want to do. Before I even get into the music with Dynasty, who's up here, I want to play some for you. We're going to be right back. We're going to be talking about Oakland, because I know them phone calls about to start coming in. Easy, Oakland, all right? I got you. We out here, Shade 45. Yo, it's Gray Rizzy. We out here right now. Shade 45. It's a grind setters. We have Dynasty in the building, an amazing artist and even more potent personality. Like when you walked in the studio, it was like it brightened up. And I gotta tell you, it smells way better than when I'm just in the studio with Smith and Drew by ourselves. You know what I'm saying? You know, Sean always smells like he always smells clean. But then again, he's like 7 feet tall, so it'd be other stuff going on up there.
Yeah.
But when it comes to like what you're doing, one of the things that I read within your bio, and then that I constantly see is a part of the branding that you have, being on a higher vibration, a higher frequency. What made you choose to really focus on that and then implement it in your music?
Well, what I noticed is like how toxic the messaging in music is, especially for commercial artists. And, you see the influence on like the kids that are 5 and 6 years old. And, and you think about like, they're so young to be kind of twerking, doing these kind of things. But, of course, music's going to always be influential.
Yeah.
But I want to change that in a way where I'm like kind of speaking messages that help people either heal or vibrate higher,
Mm-hmm.
or bring some kind of light to their life. And because I really believe in energy, and I believe that energy transfers as long as like also your thoughts and your words. So the things that you're listening to, the things that you're watching, it's all going into your subconscious, which I believe creates your reality.
Right.
So yeah.
Yeah, I'm really big on energy. Like, you
Yes.
a person's first interaction with someone can set up what that view is for the rest of the
Yeah.
however long they're around you, whether it's one day or the rest of their life. You'd be like, I love them. They got great energy.
Yeah.
That person's a prick. I really don't want to be
Yeah.
around them. You know what I'm saying? But some people would say that the path that you're choosing is the harder one. There's a lot
Yeah.
of people who are, hey man, I just want to put out this music. I really don't care what people take from it. I just want to get the money, whatever that is.
Yeah, of course.
What do you think about that, choosing that more positive path?
For me, I feel like it's a calling, and I feel like that's like in my heart and my spirit to help others, and that's what I do even within my brand. So I want to use my gifts and talents to help other people.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not, of course, I pray for the money to come with it, but the main purpose is to help people along the way, whether it's one person at a time. So
Right.
yeah.
Right. I believe in that. When it comes to, obviously hip hop has, how people could say there's duality or, just a multi view with certain type of disciplines, right? I think hip hop is that. If you want to go back to the beginning of hip hop is very much a telling of what's going on in this particular area, right?
Yeah.
And then obviously entertainment steps in, and then you have storytelling, and then you have a lot of clout chasing as of right now. But I'm just kind of curious, like for you, is there anyone on the hip hop side that stands out? Someone that you enjoy?
There are actually. There's like a couple. I'm trying to think of like on the hip hop. It's like Christian rappers,
Yeah,
but yeah. I'm trying to think of some of their names. I think one of them's Dorian, and they're kind of like independent. So I listen to a lot of independent
There's
artists.
a young brother. Actually, I don't want to. I wonder if he's from the Bay. I think he's from the West Coast, definitely. Miles Minnick.
Oh, okay. I've heard of him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Miles Minnick is
Yes.
dope. Of course, everybody knows Lecrae, but just
Yeah.
it's more than just Lecrae. Lecrae, don't get me wrong, an amazing
Yeah, of
artist in his own
course.
right. But
Yes.
maybe you need to get more familiar with that, and
Yeah.
maybe I need to help out because Dynasty told me to. So that's what I'm gonna do.
Okay.
I'm gonna play some Miles Minnick, and you know what else I'm gonna play? I'm gonna play some DMX Slippin'. Because,
Yes.
X had his way of getting through to people when they didn't want to hear necessarily. By the time they got to the end of that song,
exactly.
they understand a little
And
bit
I
more.
love that X always like kept God first, and
Yes.
he brought that to the table
Yes.
every time. Yeah.
I don't know if you've ever been to a DMX show. I've been multiple times. But there was a show that he had, and I forget where we were. I don't want to say the Palladium. I forget what year it was. Literally, all of us were crying.
Oh wow.
You know what I'm saying? All of us. Because it
Yes.
puts that feeling into you. And obviously,
Yes.
music is one of those things that brings out those feelings. So what I'm going to try to do is get you all on the same type of time we're on right now. Miles Minnick, DMX, we got Dynasty in the building. Don't go anywhere.
Yes.
Shade 45. Dynasty. That is a hell of a name right there. It's Gray Rizzy hanging out with Dynasty. It's her world. I'm just hanging out in it right now. Shade 45. It's a grind set. How did you even come up with your name? And what made you drop the vowels out of your name?
Well, actually, that's my birth name, so it was given to me that way.
Wait,
Yeah.
that's how
That's how my mom spelled
your mom
my
spelled your name like that.
Yeah.
So all right, here's a confession, y'all. Here's a confession because I was about to hit my man up because he does the bookings for me and shit like that, right? When I saw her name the first time, I was like, I told this man I need first name, last name. You know, not knowing that this is your actual name, and that's how it's spelled.
Yeah, that's how it's spelled.
Did you ever ask, Mama Love, why?
Yeah, well, I know the story behind it.
Okay.
It came from a soy sauce bottle on the table in the
A
kitchen.
soy sauce
Yeah.
bottle. Okay, I gotta hear this now. Talk to me.
Yeah, so my uncle and my mom were thinking about names, and then they walked into the kitchen, and they were like, well, how about Dynasty? And then, because there was a soy sauce bottle on the table named Dynasty, and they just decided to put 3 Y's instead of an A. So, and then my sister ends up being Destiny.
Mm.
So people always mix us up, like our names. So,
So
yeah.
wait, but for your sister, did they drop the E?
Well, they actually spell it Destini instead of a Y.
Got it. So
Yeah,
so there's
it's a
some
little
uniqueness
different.
to the name right there. All right, I
Yeah.
was about to say, I hope she didn't just get a regular Destiny. You know,
No.
you're like, yo, mom, we gotta talk about this. I'm about to change some things up real quick.
Yes.
You know, with you have and I understand this new 5-pack that we have. You know, project. What
Yes.
can the fans expect from that?
Well, basically to get, good vibes and elevation.
Mm-hmm.
I'm totally about like the messaging and for me like positivity.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm bringing kind of that energy and frequency to my music. So I hope that they enjoy. Yeah. And I also have a little R&B but also EDM mixed as well.
Yeah, definitely. So, like, you talk to being able to in different genres, being able to write in different genres, but also perform in different genres of music.
Yes.
DMG, talk to me about this Dynasty Music Group.
Yes.
So, this is your independent imprint?
Yes, this is my independent label that
Okay.
I started, and I figured, as a businesswoman and an artist at the same time, that I should obviously go and expand to, Dynasty Music Group, which is basically a high frequency music label, and about obviously the messaging and the vibes that help
Gotcha.
elevate everybody else. So
Are you
yeah.
looking for artists? Are you
I
looking for
am
people?
going to at some point, but right now I'm really focused on my projects right now. But I, pray to expand and obviously grow and have other artists at some point.
I respect it. I think
Yeah.
you can't help others if you don't help yourself first.
Yes.
And then whether that's, success or experience.
Yes,
And then from there, you're able to help others along the way. Well, look, I really salute you for everything that you're doing. I think the
thank
music is really good.
you. Thank you.
I would not pull the punches. Believe me, the guys will tell you. I'd be like,
Yeah.
I think you should model.
Thank you.
know what I'm saying?
Appreciate it.
I think you should do something else to music. But the music is really dope. I definitely want to go ahead and salute you on that. And for the project, I was looking. The project hasn't dropped just yet, though, right?
It just dropped.
It just
actually,
dropped.
last week.
Got it.
Yeah.
All right. So it's
it
out
is out
there.
now. It's vibrational,
Mm-hmm.
and also there's a It's Vibrational single as well. So I dropped the EP It's Vibrational, and then I dropped the single the same day. So,
Got it.
Yeah.
Got it. And was there merch as well? I saw you.
Yes,
You said you were a businesswoman. I'm not mad at it.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I do have my own brand, and it's a high frequency brand, and basically has statements and messages to help elevate people. It's a faith based, but also it includes sacred geometry, which is kind of scientific to vibrations. So
Got it.
yeah, so it's basically to help others vibrate higher.
This is kind of like really off the topic. I'm just curious because I have a
Yeah.
friend that's into it now. Are you
Ye-
into sound baths?
I have tried sound baths before.
What did you think
yeah.
about it?
They're very
They don't worry about them.
nice.
They don't know what the fuck I'm
Yeah,
talking about. But
they're-
they
yeah.
don't worry about it. They don't know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, no, they're healing. The vibrations, and I really feel like the times that I've done it, I feel really good after. So I'm not like a regular person on that. I'm more into like meditation.
Okay.
And I do listen to like high frequency sounds, like certain like 528 hertz and certain things that
So
help.
you put me
elevate.
onto something.
Yeah.
I thought you was gonna
for-
talk about like white noise, green noise, all that stuff. But 528 hertz.
There's
Okay.
different like every hertz that have different frequencies, and so they help program your energy and also your subconscious. So,
Got it. Shout out to
yeah.
Danica out there in Snohomish, Washington. That's the friend I have that she does sound bath. She does very well with it. But it's just, Sean, I don't know if you've seen, are you up on sound bath? It's like these huge, sometimes big, round thing, boom, and it just goes everywhere. Sometimes you have a small one. Smith, he curious now. Don't worry, Smith.
Yeah.
I'll put you on to it later. Pause. All right. So look, this is what I want you to do. What you need to be put on to is everything that Dynasty has going on. I want you to promote your IG, your socials, but also website and where they could go ahead and get the
Yes,
project.
Absolutely. You can find me at Miss Dynasty. Once again, that's 3 Y's, no A. And you can also find my brand merch at dynastythebrand.com.
Yes, and the project is available on all DSPs.
Yes, it is.
Digital service
It's
providers.
it is. It's called It's Vibrational, so do check it out.
Yes, and this song right here is very vibrational. I want to go on sexy on it.
Oh, yeah.
Can I do that?
Yeah, please.
I really like
Yeah.
that. And there's somebody who I want to nominate for possibly being on the song who I could hear. Actually, two.
Okay.
The good brother Wale, representing the DMV,
yes.
and our brother K Camp. Shout out to A-Town, man. I think they both would do really well on this song
Okay,
and
that's
bring it
good-
to
I'm gonna
just
keep that in mind.
another level. Please do. Please do.
Yes.
But like I said, man, make sure you turn this up. And one more time for the gram, because people be driving and shit and they high right now
Yes.
probably. I want to make sure that you know where to find her. One more time.
You can find me at Instagram at Miss Dynasty. Once again, that's 3 Y's, no A. So it's DYNYSTY. DYNYSTY. And also you can find my merch at dynastythebrand.com.
Yes. Tapping with her right now, man. If you missed any part of this interview, catch it on the SiriusXM app right here for your iPhone, Android, even in the crib on a home connected device. All you got to do is type in her name, Dynasty. I'm going to spell it for you again. DYNYSTY.
Yes.
Or you can type in at Gray Rizzy because, shameless plug. We out here, whoa. Salute.